Some of y'all are letting people live on y'all mind rent free. I need some adults right now. I need to talk to some adults right now. Some of y'all letting people that y'all have issues with, y'all had past relationships with, y'all had situations, whether professional or personal, you letting people live on your mind rent free. So I want to talk to the adults and I want to give you guys some advice right now in reference to life. Don't worry about my beard. I'm trying to pull it to make it tighter or whatever case may be. But and it's a little condition in there too. So but I just wanted to talk to you guys and give you guys some real advice and talk to you guys about some things or whatever case may be. And I had a conversation with someone and they brought up some information that was like a lot like old as shit. And I was and the thing about it was that they didn't have the conversation directly with me. They had the conversation with someone else who then relayed the information to me. So I had to then address the situation. But my advice to some people: stop letting motherfuckers live on your mind rent free. Stop holding grudges. Stop thinking, well, I have this problem, and instead of addressing the person directly, you go around and you address everybody else or whatever case to be. Me personally, that's not no adult shit. Me personally, I don't understand the value of holding shit and harping on shit. It's people that done moved forward in their relationships. It's people that done had kids. It's people that done moved. It's people that got a new job, new house, new everything, right? A new disposition about life. And yet you have, you know what I'm saying, people who feel a certain type of way. Now, I would say, you know what I mean, because y'all know me, I would say fuck them. If they got a problem, fuck them. But we're trying to do the more mature route or whatever the case may be. I would say that if you go to sleep with a negative vibe, if you wake up with a negative vibe, if seeing this person's photo or seeing this person's phone call or receiving a person's text or being in the same vicinity as a person pisses you off, makes you feel a certain type of way, makes you feel underappreciated or devalued or disrespected, address the situation. Be adult enough to address the situation. I'm going to tell you motherfuckers the truth right now. I'm going to tell you the truth. Do you know why a lot of times people feel a certain type of way about you? It's because that they've done something to you, and they've done something to you so bad and so heinous and so disrespectful, they don't know how to apologize. So the best way to alleviate their responsibility is to have a hatred or a disgust for you, a disdain for you. And I notice that a lot of times when I'm dealing with people and I'm helping people through situations and navigating certain situations, when I sit down as a mediator and I listen to people's side, I said, okay, you're mad because you did something to this person, but instead of apologizing, you rather harbor that hatred or harbor that sense of, well, yeah, I done it, but you got to be mindful of what type of adults. Everybody, especially when they're at a certain age, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. And you notice that when you got an opportunity to be an adult, everybody don't know how to do that. Everybody don't know how to be a fucking adult. And it's easier said than done. You give people the opportunity to say, you know what, man, hey, that was on me, my bad. This is my thought process during that time. I'm sorry, I apologize, and keep it moving. But my thing about it is motherfuckers, they don't know how to apologize. They don't know how to humble themselves enough to realize I shouldn't be doing no fuck shit. Or yeah, that was fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? So whether you a friend, whether you a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a parent, a sibling, a family member, a friend, whatever the case may be, my thing about it is you got to get to a point where you understand, and let me just fall the fuck back and think about what it is that I'm doing. And I think that for a lot of times, people they're not challenged to be put in a position of honesty. They're not placed in a position where they have to be honest with themselves. I'm telling you right now, when I tell you, I know for a fact people have done some fucking crazy, retarded, dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me in my regard, just shit that don't make sense or whatever case may be. And then when you lay it out there for them, they're like, you know what I'm saying? I hate dealing with emotionally aggressive people. I hate dealing with people who don't value facts over emotions, who push the narrative that say, you know what, I'm going to do this at your expense. I'm going to do this at the sake of just feeling like I did a one up on you or whatever. But think about, if you fuck somebody over and they outline, this is my grievance with you or whatever case it be, apologize. Be man or woman enough to apologize. Be brother enough. Be sister enough. Be friend enough to apologize. I think that's the issues. And I think until we get over this hump with ego and this negativity, we're never going to move forward as people. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the human thing to do. This is the right thing to do. And I think that people don't get that shit. Can you imagine having a beef with somebody for 6 or 7 years or more about some shit you really literally can call and do it over the phone, or say, hey, let's meet face to face. Let's have a mano meeting. Let's talk about this shit or whatever. But you know what I noticed? And some people gonna say this shit. They don't want to fix it. They don't want to fix it, because here's the thing. Fixing it is not going to bring them what they want. Now, fixing it might be like, okay, well, I realize I'm wrong, but I'm not going to tell you the real reason why I'm mad. And I believe that, especially for me, when I found out that, you know what I'm saying, this person was holding a grudge, you know, they kind of exposed themselves in regards to why they're holding this grudge. And here's the thing. Some people are mad, you know what I'm saying, because they don't get what they don't have access to you like they want access to you. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say, how they break it down, how they look at it and twist it. Some people are mad and holding a grudge against you because you've chosen to move on, because you've chosen to move forward. And when you choose to move forward and move on, they need to find every single thing they can not to like you, not to respect you, to keep their name in their mouth and their consciousness in a negative fashion. And my whole thing about this, if you were in a relationship and you lead a relationship or whatever case may be, if you got a new boo, male, female, both, you know what I'm saying? If you're in a new situation, in a new frame, thought of mind, and you're supposed to be happy, then why the fuck are you worrying about somebody that you used to be with? I want somebody to explain this shit to me. Why would someone in a current situation, whether you got a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a marriage, whatever the case may be, why would you be worrying about your ex at any point in fucking time? Why would you check their social media? Why would you call to try to find out who they dating, where you live at, etc., etc.? You wouldn't if you happy. Do you understand? You would not do these things if you are happy in your situation. And that's why I say I think that people need to fucking adult up. Be adults, especially if you got kids involved. Because here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't give a fuck who they is. I don't give a fuck if they celebrities. I don't give a fuck if they the average people. I don't give a fuck if they the scum of the earth. If you are a parent and you pride yourself on showing hatred or some type of discontentment for the other parent, especially around the child, especially around your friends and your family, then you are a problem. You are, to me, you the scum of the earth, because I feel like, to me, I believe that that's abuse, especially in front of that child or around that child. If you're saying things, like if I say things about my daughter's mother around my friends and around my family and around my child, that's abuse. I believe you're creating a toxic situation, a narcissistic situation, and you shouldn't have access to no goddamn kids, because that's abuse. We talk about all types of other abuse, domestic violence. We talk about, you know what I'm saying, pedophiles. We talk about all other types of abuse, but we never talk about the abuse that, you know what I'm saying, we put on our kids when we're downplaying the other parent. That's abuse. How many people agree with that? If I'm going to sit in front of my kid and downplay their parent, that's abuse. That is mental abuse. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking up their psyche. You're messing up their mentality, giving them these crazy thoughts. And I'm gonna tell you right now, especially when dating, I used to date women and they used to like tell me, you know what I'm saying, how bad, you know, the baby daddy was or the ex was. And, you know, and I always be like, you know, I take it for a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? I take it for a grain of salt. Every man is going to play that situation different. A lot of good dudes, if they're not really worried about that female, They're not really gonna care about what it's gonna go in one ear, come out the other. Those people that actually care about the situation, they may give their tidbits or whatever the case may be. Somebody said I agree. But the fact of the matter is, I think that it depends on who you are in that situation. You see what I'm saying? What you're going to say as that outside party going into a relationship with someone who has a kid, and they sit in front of their kid and they downplay the other parent. Like, to me, that is so degrading. And it's not degrading for the parent that's getting downgraded. Well, it is, but it to me, it shows your real character. You see what I'm saying? It exposes you. It doesn't expose the parent you're talking about. It exposes you and your mentality of what right looks like. And if you can't decipher that that's wrong, then imagine the shit that you did inside the relationship to cause y'all to go y'all separate ways. So when I say adult up, man, I mean that on all fucking platforms, on all ratios. I think people should adult up. Watch what the fuck you do in front of your kids and what you say in front of your kids, because you are influencing them either negatively or positively. And I just think that people, like, you know, they I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that you're not one of those people that you're sitting around and you're so worried about what your ex is doing to the point where you're constantly bringing them up in conversations. You're constantly telling everybody, hey, yeah, this is my ex, and look at the photos and X, Y, and Z. Like, my whole thing about it is, at what point in time do you move forward? At what point in time do you get into a healthy relationship? You see what I'm saying? Can you, better yet, somebody answer this. Can you be in a healthy relationship without a healthy mindset? Can you raise your children in a healthy environment without a healthy mindset? Can you co-parent healthy if you don't have a healthy mindset? I say no, no, and no. You see what I'm saying? I say, when you sit around someone and they you know, they tell you about their problems, do you ever ask them, oh wait, when they tell you about their problems, do you ever sit there and you be like, okay, you've told me all the things that are problems for you. Do you think that you are the cause of any of your problems? Like, how many of those people do you have out there? Do you think that you're the cause of your own problems? Do you self-reflect or do you deflect? I think this is a real fucking conversation, man. I definitely wanted to visit it with you guys and ask you guys a serious ass question. Like, how many people feel like, you know, there are people out there that are really, like, you know, in their head, like, fostering and harboring these negative thoughts. And it's like, if you're supposed to be happy, then be happy. If you're supposed to be moving forward, then move forward. If you're supposed to be a parent, then be a parent. If you're supposed to be an adult, be an adult. But it's like, people, they be on some fuck shit. They be on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Scared to have a conversation, because here's the thing. What I've noticed is, when you talk to somebody factually that's emotional people can't handle a factual conversation. They get more, it's like almost like talking to somebody that's lying. They get more upset as you continue to talk to them, and you can continue to lay down the facts. It's like if I say, you know, you screaming and hollering, the sky is blue, and I'm saying, well, no, actually the sky is gray. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you why the sky is gray. And here are the facts that say, here's the news report that say it's gray. You see what I'm saying? Here's the forecast that says it's great. Here are the other people that say it's great. But because you're emotionally, you want to say what it is that, you know what I'm saying, what you want to say. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm off on this one. I don't know. But I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to, don't let anyone occupy space in your mind rent free. You know what I mean? Don't let anyone make you so upset to the point where you're blind with so much rage that you can't sit down and have a conversation. You know, that goes for anything professional or goes for anything personal. Ms. Brown says, if you don't see what you are doing wrong, then you are not going to see, then you're not going to see it is a problem. Definitely. And I think it's a lot of people right now, they don't see what they're doing wrong. And that's what's so sad about it. I'm going to tell you right now, I've walked away from a lot of situations where I felt like they were just bad situations. They were just bad situations. I mean, the people, they had good qualities, but it just overall, it was a lot to deal with, a lot to just handle. And it was like, man, you know, this, I don't think this is going to work out or whatever. And I would hate for anyone to be sitting around with me. I would hate for anyone to be sitting around with me on their brain, like, you know, they're upset because I broke it off or I walked away. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it would be unhealthy. I think at any point in time, unless it was like somebody hit you with a wrench or something, or, you know, they did something to your children, or, you know, something extreme. But I think if you have an ex, you guys are exes for a reason. And as long as it's not nothing extreme, you guys should have a civil conversation. And I was just, to me personally, I was shocked to hear that, you know what I'm saying, you know, somebody had malice in their heart and in their mind, you know, based on the situation that they caused. You know what I'm saying? Or they're not man or woman enough to be like, yo, let's have a conversation about it. And it's almost like you don't want to get to the bottom of it then. You don't want to have a conversation because you know that the facts that's going to be presented ain't going to make you look good. And you know that you can't emotionalize yourself out the conversation. You got to stay on some factual shit. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping that you guys are having a phenomenal day. I'm hoping that you guys are able to adult up. Again, don't let nobody stay on your mind rent free. This is Tough Love. I am Mario J. Until next time, stay blessed, stay humble. Adult up. Peace.